because you don't want to be doing the same thing the rest of this period.
Watching a little MLF, and let's just say I'm ready to go fishing.
Time off and hit pause in the off season. Some of the fishing that he does in the off season, JT's crappie fishing.
Good morning, guys. Welcome back to another episode of J Pit Fishing. I know it's been a minute, but I got the itching to go fishing, so we are headed to Country Oaks to see if we can't stick a few. It's nice and wonderful weather conditions. It's like 40 degrees, overcast and raining on and off. It's looking real good, but we're gonna see what we can do. Well, I gotta admit, guys, this weather is looking way better than they said it was going to. It was supposed to be cloudy like this, but it was supposed to be raining all day and a little bit windy. And right now, it is just cloudy, not a drop of rain, and perfectly slick calm. So I kind of like that. Switch to a swim bait and get bit. Hit it off the bottom and followed it down. And then I turned that reel one time. I should have showed the camera a little more. My bad.
Playing with your bait, basically. Like they
Gotta get above this place right here and below it with the wind now. And fire with the wind.
Just to show you all what I'm doing here. I'm going from that little head right there. I guess it's probably an 1/8 to a 1/4 ounce head. Not only will this allow me to get down the bottom a little faster, give the bait a little more action on the fall, it'll also let me cast it out there a little further if there's a chance that I'm not reaching those fish that are just a little bit beyond my casting range.
So he has fallen back from 3rd place to 5th place. As Fletcher Shryock and Bobby Lane have passed it.
There we go. Switched up to that heavier head. A couple of casts and finally got one.
I've got how much? Sorry, dude.
You ate it pretty good, too.
And I don't listen to what your answer is.
Obviously not a big one. This pond never has big ones, but pretty decent one. For this pond, it's just nice to get out here and catch something.
I lose focus sitting one spot ahead of Shryock. Marcus in 2nd place, 29 pounds, 11 ounces.
Nope.
4 ounces.
I did have him. He's a little guy.
Keep coming.
Felt like I lost him.
I tell you, this stretch.
They're eating it though. That is the way you want them to eat it.
This morning, I'm telling you, I should
Take a couple casts with a jerkbait, and then I'm gonna slide down. What I said was I'm gonna backlash my jerkbait real quick, and then I'm gonna move down. Moving on.
This innovative, lightweight, dependable inverter is the perfect power solution wherever you need it. Available now at Bass Pro Shops and Cabela's.
Guys, I drove down a 5-mile dirt road.
Turned on the camera just in time for that one. So that was pretty cool.
We have a lineup out now. Ceramic, guys. It's
Switched up that swim bait.
My
second or third
favorite
cast.
is metal protection. Why?
And that one ate it.
And protect my trailer every time.
That's
I
one of those
spray it on
13
there.
fishing swim
When it
baits.
gets dirty, it makes it that much easier.
I wasn't sure if I was gonna like those
Check it
things,
out.
but
I
they seem to
really
be
think
pretty
you'll
decent.
enjoy it.
Andy Morgan's push up into the top 9 along with Adrian Arena. It's bounced.
Don't know if y'all saw what I just did there, but I was dragging it like I would a jig.
Wondering what Drew Gill might be able to produce.
And that
He's
fish
got a small
nailed
base
it.
and sonar on him this period, but hasn't just taken off yet.
Fishing it on bottom.
Gill's only got
Just
one
dragging it like a
bass.
jig.
We have 4 anglers
Just the
utilizing
typical
the
size in
basic
this pond.
sonar in
Stunted
period
little
2, and only
10 ouncer.
5 total for the day used.
I got some stuff I still have yet to look at. There's a lot of bass. There's just a lot of bass in this whole system, it seems like. A lot of guys, some guys didn't do very well
That
in the area, it seemed, but that doesn't
fish
mean
crushed it.
Florida doesn't mean they're not there. A lot of different ways to trick them. Especially in a place like this.
Heck yeah. That was on that swim bait. I don't know if y'all, I showed y'all that, but I switched up swim baits. Something a little thinner profile. Has a little tighter wobble with this jig head. It's not as big as like a Kitech tail thump. It's just a real tight shimmy. And I just wanted to see if that little different profile might get these fish a little more apt to bite. That one ate it off the bottom too. Fighting. Golly. Decent large, huh? Decent one compared to the other ones I've been catching. That one might actually go a pound. It's a pretty decent one. As you can see, this pond, man, it just, there's no food in here for these bass. So, I will eventually went to check my phone, and apparently pulling it off the bottom, pulling it up off the bottom like that got this one a trigger. I put on a little belly weighted hook, a little fluke instead of that jerk bait. Just figured something a little more natural, something that had a slow sink to it. Sure enough, that guy ate it.
But yeah, I mean, we're getting some bites. You know, non-school bites are not a bad thing in my opinion. They kind of clue me in that there's some fish there. So maybe this next cast will be a scoreboard.
It's very interesting.
Feels good about what the
Both the fish that have ate that fluke have been quite a bit smaller than the ones that were eating the swim bait. I mean, everything's eating it good when I get bit, but I mean, that fish is tiny compared to the other ones. And the other ones were small. So, well, guys, I think that's gonna wrap it up. It was a pretty good day of fishing for the weather that we had come through. Like I said, it's pretty cold right now. Cold front's blowing through. Last week it was quite a bit warmer. We have had rain on and off throughout the days. I believe it's a north wind. So not really great conditions for this time of year in bass fishing, but luckily we did get on a few, caught them on a little swim bait. Can't go wrong with a little swim bait this time of year. You just have to really pay attention to how those fish are positioning and how they're wanting to feed. These fish today were feeding really slow. probably because of poor conditions. So I was having to either drag it on bottom, or I was having to reel it really slow. And then at the end of the day there, I tied on a little fluke with a belly weight on it, and I was able to throw that out there and work it just like a jerk bait, and just let it fall in the water column, you know, about halfway or so, give it a couple twitches, and then after I gave it a twitch or two, I just let it sink on a slack line. I would watch that line. I'd just watch that line, wait for it to jump, and if it never jumped and it just quit falling, then I'd twitch it again and bring it back to me. So I'd just keep doing that. Caught a couple doing that. But yeah, I don't even know how many fish we caught today. I think we caught around 10. So it was a pretty good day for not great weather. I'm pretty happy with it. So hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one.